I walked in the place, sat by the bar, all the drinks on me, don't go too far, sitting by the bartender, asked her for...
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Icon. And here we here on 910 Sports podcast once again. And once again, I want to thank God to be able to have this opportunity to come on here this morning. I had a rough day yesterday, y'all. I had food poisoning, and it was not a good look, man. I'm still kind of just struggling a little bit, but hey, God woke me up this morning, gave me another chance at it. So hey, I thank God for that, because it'd be a whole lot worse. It could be a whole lot worse than what it was. You know, a lot of people go to the hospital and all that kind of stuff when they get food poisoning and all that. I just thugged it out and let it run its course. But anyway, I got my right hand man. You know what I'm saying? Your baby mama's favorite host, the sports guru himself, Mr. Jacob King Anderson, the third, fourth, fifth. Now I'm just playing. Got my man King Jacob in the building. What's going on, fam? You
Man,
weren't ready
what's
for
up,
that.
man?
You weren't ready for that. Yeah, I called him. You weren't ready for that.
Glad to be in the land of the living, man. On this side of the dirt once again. We blessed by the best, man, and we don't get into these sports, man. We're gonna talk about who's the best college quarterback, what college coaches on their last leg. We'll also talk about, baseball. The baseball players are striving to, get to that World Series. What are your four top teams in baseball? And we'll talk about the injuries, of NFL and how the NFL season is looking thus far. And, why is Josh Allen overrated, of course. You know, and we'll talk about, you know, um, the quarterback named Sierra Wilson, So
All right, all right. So you want to go first? You want me to go first?
we can we can talk about Sierra Russell Wilson as the quarterback for the Denver Broncos.
What you got it, man? You got it, man. Sierra Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
You dead wrong for that one. Nah. So,
Hey, I
what?
can't listen, man. Listen, man. It's just something about dude. Just like I'm a Cowboys fan. When Tony Romo was dating that's Jessica Simpson, I used to call him Jessica, Tony. Mr. Can't Win Romo, and I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. So it's just something about dudes that have these high end women that celebrities too as girlfriends. They can't win. Just like when Aaron Rodgers was dating Danica Patrick, the NASCAR driver. He wasn't doing nothing on the field.
Yeah, that's true.
You know that 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 VJJ make them boys like forget they're athlete, man. Like, man, do she need to be snapping all with you, under center? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I just think when it comes to
Sierra,
Russell,
yeah.
when I think it comes to Russell Wilson, I just think that we might have overhyped him for so long, and reason why I say that is because um a lot of his stuff was masked by the defense and the stuff that was around him.
Well,
You
I
know,
mean, I don't think he got nothing else to prove, man. He been playing, even if he walked away from the game when Sierra ain't want to give him no more money, and he wanted to go play baseball, bro, because they were still trying to get him to play baseball.
yeah.
Even if he wanted to do that, he had made enough money already, bro. He in his 17th season now, 16th, 17th season, one of them.
I mean, but you see, sometimes this is what see. I gotta school you, my brother. See,
If me myself, if I play in the NFL, bro, I done seen players that play on only 8 years and retire. You know what I mean? It's the reason why I seen these interviews. They said because I want to be able to walk and play with my children and my grandchildren. You know what I mean? So I mean, to each his own, but Russell Wilson, bro. I mean, everybody down on him, man. But Man, I'm not a fan of neither coach that's been there. The ex-coach or Sean Payton, and I'm not a fan of hyping up an offensive line that's trash and hyping up a defense that's trash. And then all the barriers come down on the quarterback. Get out of here, bro. It seems like a one sided situation ever. And I don't even think he should have took the contract at Denver, man. Denver, get out of here, bro. Man, get out of here, man.
Well, this is the thing where I have to educate you on, my brother. See, you sometimes when players will play two sports, like in high school or college, and think about what people don't realize is baseball is the hardest sport out of the major three sports to actually uh uh become to get to the next level. Like once you get there, you good. You make your money, you good, you can play 15, 20 years. But it's the hardest sport to actually navigate through, like double A, triple A, whatever. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. That's why what Dion did was amazing. But doesn't necessarily mean, you know what I'm saying, you seen Tim Tebow struggle to try to get, he could never break through.
He wasn't a real baseball player, bro.
So
Get out of here,
so
bro.
who's to say that Russell Wilson would have went to baseball, professional
Tim who?
baseball? Huh?
Tim, Tim, Tim Hebrew. I'm a child of God. Did that Tim?
Yeah, man, that Tim Tebow, man, that Tim Tebow.
Man, listen, man. Listen, I seen him play baseball, man. Like, nah, bro. Like, nah, man. And he ain't get drafted straight out of high school like Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray and them cats like that, bro. And I forgot Turpin, like Cowboys. Them boys was drafted straight out of high school, but they chose to play football. So I'm saying he already had made enough money. If he wanted to try, he could have. And who said he would ever be in the majors, man? But like he ain't once you done played football 10 years or more, man. You done made enough money to live for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So and then Sean Payton, man, like, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all now on this podcast for you in Radio Land. If I was Russell Wilson and Sean Payton ever put my kid's name in his mouth, listen, man, it's gonna be problems. As Bernie Mac said, it's gonna be some furniture moving.
Yeah. I mean but like I said, Russell Wilson is the type of guy he knew he could talk to like that. You never heard him talk to different. I put to you like this. He wouldn't have talked to Cam Jordan like that. You know what I'm saying? So in certain players he would have he I bet you didn't talk to Alvin Kamara like that. So certain players he know who he could and couldn't talk to. I guarantee you if Von Miller was still there, he would have told Von Miller no mess like that. So I'm saying? So it's certain players or certain people, when you around, you know how it is. You work with people before and you see how soft they soft as tissue, and you seen either you done talk to them or you seen a boss talk to them crazy.
Yeah, I
And you
just I just don't think he no dramified dude. And he the type of person that'll ignore you before he respond. And I know people like that. You know what I'm saying? Be like, I know people who have said stuff to people, and I was like, man, you love something, man. I just feel sorry for them, man. It's something internally wrong with them, and they'll just walk off. And I
I mean,
just you think that was interesting. I'm like, I said, you
I'll put
got to
it
be.
like, I had an incident the other day, and I told you about this. I was in the store, and the guy, and I ain't gonna go into everything that was said, but I said something to the guy, but I was funny because my daughter, she always laughed with me about it because she was there with me. And I said, well, the old me would have said had some more strong choice words. I said, shoot, I said it in the best Christian way possible that I could say what I said to him. So sometimes you could take, even if you the most devout Christian, which Russell Wilson seemed to be, or whatever, sometimes you can be what they call nice nasty. You could say something, people. You can defend yourself without. You don't got to curse nobody out. You don't got to use no profanity. I ain't use no profanity towards the guy the other day. I just said what I said. So you could say what you got to say and still be as, I guess you want to say, as polite or whatever as you want to be. You know what I mean? Because he could have clearly said to Sean Payton, listen, man, I get it, but no disrespect, but don't talk about my kids. Leave my kids out your mouth, or my kids ain't got nothing to do with this, or whatever. When it comes to the football stuff, we can talk about that all day long. But when it comes to my family, they off limits. And he could have said it just like that. And then Sean,
I wouldn't say it like that, man.
I know you would.
I was like, listen, bro. New boy on the block. You just getting here and you got opinion. Like, don't ever put my wife's name in your mouth, my kid's name in your mouth, because I slap your ass back in New Orleans. For real.
Yeah, I know you would have said it like that, but I'm saying that some of us other people that's not as combative as you. Not just saying that they wouldn't have said it like that.
And I probably would have told him, you ain't really a championship coach. Drew Brees coached the whole team.
Well, I
Look,
mean, I don't know why you so bad down on Sean Payton. I mean, Sean
cause
Payton.
man, y'all hype him up so much, bro, and
Well,
he ain't did nothing.
well, you gotta look at it from context, bro. First
And
of
the
all,
only reason they won that championship because they felt sorry for the city of New Orleans, man. Get out of here, man.
but okay, you gotta look at it from this standpoint too. Look how bad New Orleans was before he got there. So it'd be like if I'm living in the projects and somebody come along and they turn the projects into like a condo or a townhouse, then to those people that's great. Now I could be staying in a condo and somebody turned it into a mansion, that area to a mansion. And so, but the fact that he turned New Orleans, that organization, the culture around to the point where, because think about it, before he got there, what was they doing? Them jokers were literally wearing trash bags or like grocery bags on their heads going to the games. That's how bad New Orleans was before Sean Payton got there. So you gotta look at it from the standpoint of why the people so much why they love him so much. Him and Drew Brees gonna always be legends there because of the fact they made that team a playoff team almost every year or every
But
other.
but okay, I understand Drew Brees. You take Drew Brees away, trash.
I mean, the same thing with Tom Brady. If you look at it now, then Bill Belichick shouldn't get no credit.
Trash.
If that's
He
the
need to
case,
retire. He need to retire. Get a newspaper, drink a Pepsi, get some cheese trackers, and watch 60 Minutes. That's all. Bill Belichick. That's all.
he said get some cheese crackers about 6 minutes. Heck no. I mean, all I'm saying, man, hey, the whole thing. Russell Wilson struggles. I know people keep trying to take up for him, but I'm just like I said last year. Remember,
Man, I
I
can't. You don't take up for
I,
nobody, man. You are the
man, I told
worst
y'all
critic
last year.
in the world. You
Brady.
are the worst critic.
What did Crystal and all them, and Steve, all them say? Oh, Crystal, I know Crystal went advocating saying that they felt like they were going to be better. They possibly might be right up there with Patrick Mahomes and fighting for the division and all that. And I said no. I said first of all, the weapons are overrated. Jared Judy is not that good. He's not on the other Alabama receivers levels, the ones that came out of Alabama, Devontae Smith and them boys. He
I
not on
think he
that
with
level.
the wrong team. I think he with the wrong team. For real, for real.
I mean, he decent, but he's still
Put
not.
him. Okay. I'm gonna say it like this. Put him on your Commanders and see what he do. I promise you.
He ain't gonna be better than Terry McLaurin.
I ain't say that. I ain't trying to make him better than Terry McLaurin, but he'll be a receiver that can create a frenzy on where they don't know who he gonna throw to. Like he that guy, man, that can run curls, that can run slants, that can run post routes, that can run straight up and down the field. The slant route, the screen pass, like they don't know how to use him, bro, and they don't have the quarterback to use him like that. So that makes a difference, man.
Well,
They, they,
all
they,
I'm saying,
they- they-
but I warned y'all on this. I told y'all Russell Wilson ain't what y'all think he is. I actually gave Sean Payton more credit. And Sean, if you look at over the first two games, they scoring more points. They scoring way more points than they did last year. Last year
uh,
they were scoring 15
So
points a game.
okay, stop right there. Pause right there, and as the preacher said, "If you allow me, I'm going to bless you." Stop right there. Now they're scoring more points.
Yeah.
So who is the blame of them losing on Sunday? When listen, bro, like they
That
was up.
Russell Wilson.
No, no, he's not, bro. No, he's
No,
not, bro. But
Russell Wilson.
I can't stop, man. You always blame offense. You don't never blame nobody defense, bro. A defense can't come back
Okay,
from
then that
20
wasn't
something points. Get out of
that
here,
was
man. A defense can't come back from 20 something points, bro, and you blame the quarterback. That's no.
okay. That wouldn't be Sean Payton then. It would be the defensive coordinator. It
Him,
wouldn't be
him too,
Sean.
cause he the head coach. Get it tightened up,
But
Sean.
Sean not he the offensive guy. He not the defensive guy.
But he's still a head coach, so it's on him too.
But well, it's on both of them. Then I give him 33rd and third. Then defensive coordinator Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. Because Russell Wilson
No,
fumbled
no,
the
no,
ball.
no,
Russell
Icon. You can't.
fumbled the ball in the second half, and he threw an interception. And both of them, I think, contributed to us scoring points. So I think on them two things, I think we either got. I know we got 10 or 14. I know one of them we scored a
Y'all got
touchdown.
10 points. Y'all got
Was
a
a field
touchdown
goal.
in the field goal. Y'all got a touchdown in the field goal. So
Yes,
that
and we
still
let's come
that
back.
still leaves Icon 11 points that the defense is accounted for, man. That defense played like trash. There's no number rated defense in Denver. I don't know who told that absurd lie. They're telling a lie on top of a lie on top of a lie.
Well,
Somebody need to smack them.
they going by last year. That's why they putting them up there. Defensive
So
wise, they going by last year's numbers. But so far, Denver's defense ain't look like last year's defense. You know,
it didn't look Denver. They were trash last year, so how they had a good defense?
how were they trash last year when they was only putting up 15 to 20 points a game and they were still having a chance to win because the defense was holding the other team the 15 like the 20 points. So they was losing games 120, 16, 10. So they were
Icon, how
doing
they
that.
trashed last year? How they trashed last year, Icon? Because they ain't make the playoffs, so they still trash. I don't care what you say.
Defense. That got to do with Russell Wilson.
No, bro. Trash.
So
We
it
gonna say defense. If
ain't
okay, so this what you're telling me, Icon. This what you're telling me, and I know
okay.
you're pretty brilliant, dude, and you're pretty smart. So this what you're telling me. So does the offense make the playoffs? Does the defense make the playoffs? Or do nobody makes the playoffs?
Nah.
Nah.
Get away with that. Because you got to think, it's some team that's offensive oriented and they still make the playoffs or whatever. I understand the whole team make the playoffs, but sometimes one side carries the team more than the others. If you look at Patrick Mahomes over most of his career in Kansas City, the offense is the main reason why they make the playoffs, and the defense does just enough to get them over the hump. But you can put all this all team together, and just like just like with Ray Lewis and them, we know good and doggone well Trent Dilfer, Joe Flacco was garbage, and they still won Super Bowls with two garbage quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? So in that situation,
but we talking about Denver, bro. I don't them now. I respect John Wade as a quarterback, but as a GM, well, he trash. He trash.
trash because they had some success. You got to think now.
When did they have success? When?
I mean, it's been a minute. I mean, but they've had. You said John Lynch, like Denver.
They had some success when Peyton Manning was quarterback, and Peyton Manning ain't been quarterback since you seen Jesus rocking the baby in the manger.
Now, who's trash is saying is the Chargers GM. He the one that's trash. You done paid all the players. You overpaid Justin Herbert, and y'all can't win. Y'all can't win a doggone pickup game. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one that's trash. Because if they lose this weekend, everybody gonna be gone.
Well,
that's some trash.
Well, I just look for this year to be Russell last year in Denver. You know, might be his last year in the NFL because I don't think nobody gonna pick him up. You know, so.
And on a 5-year, like a 4 or 5, I think they can't get off his contract until like 2026.
Yeah, they'll buy him out.
That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot.
No, I ain't saying they will buy, because there's some clauses inside the contract, so I'm pretty sure.
Then they're gonna have to probably wait a good. They probably have to wait after next year because there's too much dead cap money. I don't know what the cap hit gonna be, but it's probably 40-50 million cap hit money.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so this what else I'm gonna say. Icon Buffalo Bills fans miss the city that's cursed on ever winning the Super Bowl. The city that will remain to be cursed on ever winning the Super Bowl. Y'all hype Josh Allen up. So Josh Allen has been in the league. What I come about 5 years?
So yeah, I think it's going on his fourth or fifth year. Fifth year, I think. Yeah.
Okay, going his 5th year. Josh Allen,
Mm-hmm.
the Buffalo Bills savior. You know, in in not even 5 years yet. This year is his 5th year. So in 4 years, you throw 60 interceptions and you fumbled the ball 14 times. 74 turnovers in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all will have the nerve to talk trash about other people's quarterbacks. What? And then your number one receiver you got, Diggs, is so unhappy there. He's ready to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And then don't no running back really want to play for y'all.
Yeah.
Cause
I
y'all
don't.
make
Well,
it about cause
I
y'all
don't know
make
if
it about Josh
play
Allen
for.
too much. Man, get
I
out here, man. Okay, I imagine you being a running back. How many touches do you think that you would get at Buffalo when Josh Allen throwing the ball 55 times a game?
Well, what I'm gonna say was I don't think no running back want to play for them. I just think that they don't go out and try to get a running back to play for them, to play with them. You know what I mean? Like they could have got Dalvin Cook. They probably could, if they tried hard enough, they probably could get Jonathan Taylor or whatever. But they
And
don't want
then and then they could have got Zeke Elliott, bro. Like you didn't have to spend a whole lot of money on him because y'all was talking to him at one time.
him. Exactly. So I just think the coach. First of all, I think they don't have the right coach. That's for one. For two, you know what I mean? I should have listened. Yeah, well, y'all told me this last year that y'all felt like, especially you. You said that Josh Allen was overrated and he a turnover machine, and you wouldn't trust him. And I was like, I think I'm thinking you weren't being too hard on him until I watched last season, going through last season, and then early and these two. I know it's only been 2 games, but even seeing how he digressed last year. So after that big moment that he had against Kansas City, for over the last, I guess you want to say 18, 19 games, he's digressed. And my thing is watching the game, the Thursday night game or whatever it was, or Monday night game. Was it Monday night game? When he
Uh,
threw interceptions, he was making rookie type interceptions. First of all, he threw two 50-yard passes down the field with the safety over the top. That's something that a rookie does. That's not something a fourth year, fifth player does in the NFL. So you just throwing the ball down the field, just be throwing it. You gonna tell me you ain't see that in the same safety on both plays? Now, if I get the first time he got you, I get it. Okay, no, that happens. But then he gets you on the same play again in this game. You know what I'm saying? And then the third interception was basically a bad decision too. So you had 3 bad decision interceptions. You have 74 turnovers, and then remember the play down at the 2-yard line. Why are you trying to jump over everybody when you ain't nowhere near the end zone? And you went airborne in the air for what? What was the whole purpose of that?
he
That didn't
pitiful,
make
man.
no to go airborne and you ain't nowhere near the end zone. Like he do stupid stuff in the middle of a game or whatever. Like put it like this: if that would have been if he would have been, they had a legit backup quarterback. After 3 interceptions, most quarterbacks would have got yanked. A lot of quarterbacks would have got yanked off of stuff that Josh Allen do in the game sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So to me, all this, if he top 5 quarterback, then we got some garbage quarterbacks in the NFL. If we're gonna still keep putting him in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how you in the top 5, you know, throw 74 interceptions. You know what I'm saying, in a 5-year span. You know what I'm saying? And it got 74 turnovers in a 5-year span. That's ridiculous. You know what I
Mm.
mean? He literally averages 1 turnover a game. You know what I mean? Most quarterbacks don't do that. Let that been Dak averaging that many turns. Dak had one bad year of interceptions last year. Because if you look at Dak Prescott, I'm gonna take up for your boy, and I ain't even a Cowboy fan. Dak had one bad year of interceptions. If whatever, for the most part, Dak has a low turnover rate, and they crucifying Dak right now from last year from the turnovers. And with Josh Allen, oh well, he just a gunslinger, but every bad thing he do two good things, and this, that, the third. Da, da, da. No, the thing about it is, what's the results looking like? Josh Allen has yet to make a AFC champion. He made one AFC championship game in 5 years. One. So if he's supposed to be that guy, it's supposed to be him and Patrick Mahomes every year fighting for the AFC for
But
that
he,
Super Bowl.
but he ain't. But I know he's struggling this year, and your boy Joe Blow is been Josh Allen, and we gonna go to Joe Blow now. Joe Blow, Joe Burrow, you know, uh, Mister Cheetah Suit himself, the pinstripe suits, the cheetah suits, the the Jurassic Park blazer. You know how Joe do it. You know what I mean? You know, you know how Joe do it. So, um, Joe, either Joe's hard headed or the coaching staff is hard headed. Joe shouldn't have came back until the fifth game of the season. Joe should have sit out and got their hamstring fully recovered. You know what I mean? And now it's showing on the field.
Mhm.
So I think that but we all know that Joe gonna get it right though, cause it ain't enough for Joe to be 1-6 and then win the rest of them games. We done seen that time and time. The Cincinnati Bengals has the worst start of any team, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna say of any team. I'm gonna say the worst start is team that can go deep into the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And potentially get to the Super Bowl. The Bengals can do that. And I heard Stephen A. Smith. Oh, Stephen A. Smith. Hold up. I know what you said, but this is what I'm gonna get you, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. The next time somebody asks you to throw a baseball, man, you need to push Molly up to do it. Because Molly would have thrown that baseball bat at you. You are a cornball, clown, non-athletic, chicken forehead, loudmouth. Listen, bro. Don't you ever put your hands on a baseball, a softball, a tennis ball, a racquetball, a dodgeball, a football, basketball, no type of ball when it comes to any type of sport. You are straight trash.
Well, I don't know, cause y'all done seen a lot of people get up there try to throw that ball, and that ball go all over the place. So the thing that made Stephen A. stuff look so crazy is the fact that he tried to do a pimp walk walking up to the mound. He tried to have this little swag about him walking up to the mound. And then the thing about it is with Stephen A. thing that made it so crazy, made it so bad too, was the fact that he always be on there talking about how he the best dressed dude on TV with his suits and all this stuff. And I looked and I went to call the fashion police on him, bro. Why you got a collar shirt under your jersey? You know what I'm saying? Tell me I was comfortable. Man, no, you look crazy up there with a collar shirt. Who wears a collar shirt up under their jersey? You look like you was in the eighth grade.
Oh man.
You should have.
Listen,
You like
man.
you one of them classes when you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like one of them. I don't even want to go there, but he looked crazy. Like, bro, stop it. You know what I mean? Like, really, dude. So it was just the fact that he tried to be all like cool with it and had he knew he was gonna throw it across the mound, throw a strike across the mound, and didn't even come close. They even showed what's the baseball player Gusto, somebody who mom for the first time seen him play in
Uh-huh.
America, whatever, ever play baseball, and they let her throw the first ball out, and I think even she got it over the mound. So I'm just like, bro, and he tried to make all excuses about it. Where when I got up there, it like it was 100 miles, 100 yards away, and I wasn't ready. Man, nah, bro,
Let me
just
tell you,
stop.
let me tell you something, Steven, and you telling a lot, man. What personal training you got? What are you working out there if you can't get the ball across the mound, man? Like what?
I know it's been a long time since I've been on the baseball field and threw a ball, but I don't. I feel like I could still probably get it past that mound, and I don't do nothing athletic these days. So I'm pretty sure I could probably still get it across the mound. And when I be seeing cats trying to throw the ball across the mound, it don't even be the fact that they can't get it there. If they would have skipped it like Stephen A. did, it'd be cat like 50 Cent. His ball went the dang in the stands the other way. Like 50. You athletic, you work out all the time, and you can't get the ball across the mound. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on with y'all, man? What is y'all looking at when y'all throwing this ball? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what be funny to me when I see cats that look like, they work out all the time and, what I mean, whatever the case may be, and y'all can't get the ball nowhere near the mound. Y'all be throwing the ball away. Y'all be looking like wild things for Major League throwing the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be
Cause
crazy.
you work out. That don't mean there's nothing. That don't mean there's anything athletic about you.
Yeah, that's true. But still, like, it ain't that hard. It ain't that hard. If I'm throwing somebody from here to there, it shouldn't be that hard to throw the ball at least in their area. You throwing the ball way here somewhere. Like, I
No,
don't think
I can't. Everybody don't got their athletic coordination like that, and everybody don't got their eye coordination like that. Like some people be looking at you, but their eyes looking over here. Just stop, man.
I'm gonna tell you like
Stop, man.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Jacob. If we ever when that time comes and 910 Sports is ever in that position to throw a ball across the mound on the first play on the first pitch, I don't care if it's at a doggone high school baseball game, college baseball game, or MLB. We going somewhere. We gonna at least go practice first to see what it look like. We gonna make sure we good. So when we
Yeah.
get out on this field, we ain't gonna be embarrassing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be for sure. I don't know how in advance he knew about this, but Stephen A. should have took himself to somewhere on the baseball field and like, let me get my practice on before I go out there. You know
Stephen
what I'm
A.
saying?
need to start working out with Shannon Sharp, so Shannon Sharp can get it right. I said no. Somebody said, I said no, bro. Shannon Sharp get that man in the gym. He'll damn near kill that man.
Yeah. He already said
Shannon Sharp.
he said he wasn't working out with Shannon. He told Shannon to his face, he's like, I ain't working out with you. He like, man, at least one time. No. Now, like I told you, my boy Wowzers, I worked out with him one time. I told Wowzers, because he worked out twice a day. He be running up Stone Mountain and everything. I was like, no, this joker had me. He almost turned me into a paraplegic. Nope, I'm not doing it. No, he had me in the bathroom with Epsom salt and everything. You know what I mean? I couldn't walk for 2 days. Crick in my neck, everything. Body all cramped up. No.
Boy, it sounds like this dude need to be in the NFL. That's what it sounds like.
If you ever see Wiles, if you ever seen him in person, you'll know why. You'll know why he about 5'11", 6 feet, built like this. You know what I'm saying? Built like an old bodybuilder type. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, he work out like twice a day religiously growing up. You know what I'm saying? They have a whole routine like they Navy SEALs or something. They have some old Navy SEALs type routine they do every day. It's crazy. I'm like, bro, what you working out for the Olympics? What we doing? Like, you trying to get who you getting this swole for? Who you getting this? You know what I mean? I get being in shape and being, healthy, but y'all jokers take it to a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, but yeah, get back to Joe Burrow, man. I feel like it got to be the coach's fault or the training because they're the ones. See, a player gonna want to get out there. Some players gonna want to get out there no matter what.
You gotta tell them no, though.
Huh?
You gotta tell them players no. You ain't ready.
Some players don't care. Some players will sit down if you tell them to sit down, like a Kawhi Leonard. You tell Kawhi Leonard to sit down, he gonna sit down because he don't want. Because unless he 100%, he stump his toenail, he gonna want to sit down. But players like a Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, we done seen Patrick Mahomes limping around. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Players like that, you know what I mean. You gotta, you gotta tell them, nah, bro, you gotta sit this one out. So I feel like with Joe Burrow that it's the coach's fault. It's the team fault. He probably should have sat down the first couple of weeks because the results was the same. 0-2 was 0-2, and now he gonna be fighting with that calf. He gonna be fighting with that calf for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? That calf ain't gonna that calf not gonna heal itself. It's not like you get a bunch of time in between games. You only get a week between game and game, and that calf is not gonna heal up over the course of the season. He might have some days better than most, but that calf is gonna be an issue the rest of the season. And the thing about it now is if he missed this Sunday, let me see who they got this Sunday, because look at who they have this Sunday, because I think they have a formidable opponent this Sunday, and so that'll let me know a lot on how it's gonna look for them, based on who their opponent is. Let me see who they have this Sunday. They have. Let me see. Bengals. Bengals. They have the Rams. So they have the Rams this Sunday. That's going to be definitely that's a losable game, and that's Monday night. So that's definitely a losable game that they're going to be playing against the Bengals. Against the Rams, because the Rams I think has looked better than most people think, or thought they were going to look. Most of us thought the Bengals were going to be. The Rams were going to be one of those teams that were going to struggle a lot. They look like they kind of, and then the thing about it, they have that new receiver that came in, that rookie, what's his name, Nacho or something like that, Pacho or whatever his name is. Like they got that new receiver that came in who been showing up and showing out as a rookie or whatever. So I believe that they definitely got a legit chance of beating the Bengals this Monday night, or whatever. So anyway, while my partner getting his working on his technical difficulties, we're gonna go ahead and jump in. We're gonna go ahead and jump on to the next topic, and the next topic is Caleb Williams and not just Caleb Williams, but the college football player quarterbacks. Who is considered the best quarterback in college football, and who should be considered in that realm of top college football quarterbacks? You got Caleb Williams, you got Drake May, you got Shedeur Sanders, you got Michael Penix, and you got Bo Nix. Now, let me say this about Bo Nix. And this is kind of the reason why I feel like Bo Nix almost should have an asterisk beside his name. Bo Nix been in college football about, 6 years? Bo Nix got to be about 30 years old. I'm just saying. Bo Nix been in college football for a long time. Like, he done played for Auburn. Then he played for somebody else before he got the way he at now. The man been in football for a long time. Like, and he finally made it to Oregon. And then because of COVID, I know he got the extra years and all of that. But but Bo Nix been in college football for a long time. It's been players that I think then came into college football, went NFL 2 times over, and he's still there. Like this is ridiculous. It got to be. This it's like a cat who go to high school. You know that cat that go to high school and they graduate at 21. And I'm not talking about the kids that's in the special needs classes. I'm talking about that legit cat that then went to school when you got there. Y'all went to 9th grade together. And by the time he get there, you know what I'm saying? By the time you graduate, he's still there. Or I had a cat. See, I'm gonna get my man back on the screen real quick. Okay, there you go. I was saying this, Jacob. Bo Nix, man. Can we move on to the next topic? Got Caleb Williams, Drake May, Bo Nix, Michael Penix, and Shedeur Sanders. But I'm just like, Bo Nix, he been in college football forever. This joke got to be about 30 years old. How long this joker been in college football? Like it's like being in college school.
But Icon, you gotta realize a lot of them kids lost their eligibility, and some of them was redshirted. So Bo Nix got that extra year. So but it do seem like that
Bo
he's
Nix
really.
Bo Nix was like a junior. Bo Nix was all like a senior when we hit COVID. He was already like a senior, wasn't he? Bo Nix was at least about a junior or senior. I think he was almost like a senior when we.
I think he was a sophomore, bro. Because he was
No.
redshirted.
Bo Nix had already been in Auburn about 3 years. He might have put it like this. He might have redshirted the first year, and he was there like 2 more years. Bo Nix played like at least 2 years before we ever hit COVID. And then he played last year, and then this year. This show got to be. I want to see how old Bo Nix is, because Bo Nix got to be doggone damn near. I'm saying 30. He got to be at least 20, 23, 24 already. You know what
He
I'm saying?
probably he probably about 24.
And this is my thing. It should be asterisk beside his name because they trying to put him up there with everybody else. Of course, Bo Nix should be good. He been in college football forever. You know what I'm saying? He should be the best quarterback in football if you think about it. Bo Nix been in doggone. He been in college football for a long time. He done seen a lot. It seems like Bo Nix been in college football. So he's 23 years old. So Bo Nix been in college football. It's been other players that came and gone. He's still there. He gonna be by the time they probably finish the season. He gonna be probably 24 years old by the time he go into the draft. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because the man's birthday is February 25th. So by the time the draft come around, Bo Nix gonna already be 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that let me know right there.
You gotta think. What's his name? The dude that played for Georgia won the championship, man. By the time the draft rolled around, he was 25 years old.
You talking about Bennett?
Yeah.
But he ain't.
Stetson
But
Bennett.
Bennett looked at as pun like in the top. Reason why I'm even saying this about Bo Nix is they put him up there with the rest of the great quarterbacks in college football, but they ain't using the context with him. It's just like, oh, he's up there. He's considered top 5 or one of the best quarterbacks in the country. He should be. He's 23 years old and he's played for like 5 years. I'm talking about these guys are 19, 20 years old still balling out. So of course they you know what I mean, it's different for them. So and Stetson Bennett was never really looked at as far as the best quarterback in college football. He was doing people understood what it was. They knew it was that Georgia defense and everything that surrounded.
But hey man, I ain't gonna front. I think they overlooked him though, cause he was throwing numbers, man. He put up some numbers.
But all that talent he had around him, you would too.
Man, there you go, man. Why we just can't say the man got a good arm and he can throw the ball?
Decent, but man, you could have put a lot of quarterbacks in that Georgia system and they would have won. It ain't too many.
That's
quarterbacks.
That's only around speculation. That's what we think.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So the reason why I say when it comes to Georgia, Alabama quarterbacks, why you could why that I always
okay. Let me. I can understand why you say that, and I'm gonna agree with you because I'll say how many Georgia quarterbacks and how many Alabama quarterbacks go into the NFL to be good, to be great, elite. Nothing.
That's what I was saying. That's why I'm never impressed by Georgia, Alabama quarterbacks. Even with Jalen Hurts, my thing about it is Jalen Hurts ended up with Oklahoma. So who's to say that a lot of his going to that next level, that next step in his quarterback progression was more on Lincoln Riley than it was Nick Saban.
It was definitely more. It was definitely more on Lincoln Riley because once you understood who he was at Oklahoma, if you follow college football, his mechanics got way better at Oklahoma than it was with Alabama.
Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm saying.
Because if they had worked on his mechanics like they were supposed to, then he would have never got taken out the game and put on the bench. That's all. Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. So, and my thing is, other than Tua now and Jalen, other than Tua now that went through the system all the way, Tua's the only somewhat successful and quarterback, and a lot of that you have to attribute to the fact of he got Alabama type talent around him. He got Tyreek Hill, he got Jalen Waddle, he got running back. He got a lot of talent around him. So even Miami understood for Tua to excel, we got to put some cheetahs around him. We got to put some Panthers. We got to put some speed around this guy in order for to excel. We can't have no average players around.
What is Jarvis Landry at?
Jarvis Landry, I don't know, because he was with Miami unless he went back to Cleveland. Did he go back to Cleveland?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure where Jarvis Landry is now.
But I know it's two players that Miami don't need. Miami should let them boys out their contract. They paid them, so they there. But I know they paid old boy from Dallas some money. I think his contract was 3 years, 74. 3 years, 60.557 million. You know what I mean? And
Who was
I
that?
know old boy used to play for Dallas.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
that play with Miami.
but let's get into this question before we get on to the college football games. I want to get back to this conversation we were having offline with you saying you ain't impressed by Caleb Williams because you disrespect. I don't like.
Don't twist my word. I say I'm not sold. I ain't saying impressed. It's a difference. I ain't sold yet. You know what I mean? And for the fact of the matter is, man, it's okay. It's like this. I come. If you like how y'all used to treat me when it come to Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence, how y'all used to like, well, look at the conference he in. He's supposed to be that great. Blah 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 blah. So same with Caleb Williams. Look at the conference he in. He's supposed to be that great. Why would he not be that great?
Well, first of all, I don't know if I ever said that myself, but because I
I'm
never
saying
looked at.
people, not you, but people. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, yeah. I feel what you're saying, but my thinking is, like I told you offline, when it comes to college quarterbacks, I look at it as if you dominate your competition, how well you compose in the pocket, how you throw the ball, how you run, basically how you control the game and control the team. If you can't control the game and control the team in college football, what makes me believe that you're gonna excel in NFL? So to me right now, Drake May is the one that's looking suspect. Can he ball? Can he play? Yeah. Can he ball? Yeah. But he's thrown 1 to 2 interceptions over the first 3 games that they've played. So that's already a problem with me because I get you saying because of the corners and the safeties and competition and all that, but still, some of them plays and some of them throws is
Poor
bad
decision
decision,
making. Yeah.
poor decision. And if you're making poor decision in college, when NFL is two times faster than what you're seeing in college. So if you're making those decisions now, you're gonna make those decisions in the NFL unless your mindset changes and you start to really understand what you're doing wrong or whatever. But a lot of type of quarterbacks never really get it, and they still like Josh Allen over the last 5 years never got it. Jameis Winston never got it. You know what I'm saying? So certain quarterbacks don't never understand that you putting our team in a bad situation when you keep throwing all these interceptions. You know what I'm
So
saying? So that's bothering me with Drake May right now.
okay, okay. But it's very interesting to see. You know, maybe it's I'm just not a fan of that division of that conference, man. And I'm you know, Caleb with he in that conference. Okay, all right. You know
Because
what I mean?
okay, so and then look at like Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders, he's thrown 1 interception in 3 games. And I ain't gonna lie, Shedeur Sanders got to be the most patient dude in the pocket I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not just saying that. I've watched a lot of football players, college and pro, quarterbacks. I've never seen nobody that will sit in the pocket longer than Shedeur Sanders. It drives me crazy. I'm like, bruh, do something. Throw the ball, run, throw the ball away, do something. They need a check down for you or something. This is ridiculous. Because like
He ain't
sometimes
gonna
this
run.
and just sit there, just whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's a tribute. Sometimes I think they underrate the offensive line because the Joker be having time sometimes. It just can't, the receivers just don't get open or whatever to the last second. But I'm just like, bruh, do something. But hey, but that he the most poised, like calm quarterback I've ever seen. And he got that dog in him. Because like they said, when boy Travis Hunter got hit, he was the only one that ran up to that guy and got in his face. The running back, the offensive lineman, everybody should have gotten in that dude's face. And Shedeur Sanders was the only one that wanted that smoke. So that let
Yeah,
me know he's dogging him like his dad.
yeah. He got that dog in him like he did. So I think that I did hear Shedeur say that he don't want to go to the draft this year. Because if Caleb Williams decided to go to the draft this year, he don't want to be second behind nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. That's what's up. And I also hear the Oregon Ducks coach said, well, don't nobody dream of wanting to play for Colorado. I said, well, don't nobody dream of wanting to play for Oregon. The only reason y'all is popular, man, is because of y'all uniform. Don't nobody want to go to no damn Oregon, bro. Get out here, bro. What is in Oregon, man?
Nothing.
Like the only time somebody want to go to Oregon is to go take a fishing trip or hunting trip. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no main attractions. Portland might have a main attraction because it's got a lot of music culture going on in Portland, man. In certain times of the year. You know what I mean? But if you ain't a music person, you know what I mean, you wouldn't know that. You know what I mean? So
Put it like this: if Portland had anything going on, you don't think as great as Dame is, players would go play with Portland and play with Dame if Portland has the city of Portland has something going on?
how do Portland even get an NBA team, bro, with nothing going on there? I just don't understand that.
That's another thing. Like, why would you put a team way out there in the middle of nowhere? It's like Portland is the furthest team away from anything else. The closest thing to
Why would
Portland
Utah?
is
Why would Utah even have a team, bro? Why would Utah even have
I,
a
I,
basketball, a professional basketball team?
I
I don't
don't, I don't,
understand,
I
bro.
don't, I don't, yeah, I don't know. Like Portland, I mean, Seattle's supposed to be coming back with a team. I don't get it either. But like you say, Portland and Seattle, they way on the end of America. You know what I mean? Like the closest thing to Portland and Seattle is LA, and that's still like a 4 or 5 hour drive. If you had to
Uh,
drive to a game, you got to drive 4 or 5 hours just to get to Portland or Seattle. It might even
and
be
and
long.
and my thing, Icon,
From
like
California to
whoever,
Portland and Seattle before. I think it might be longer than that. It might be more than close to 6 hours. But I know
whoever,
that ain't nothing really near Portland and Seattle. So like you said, Oregon Ducks, and you know what I mean, unless you're on the West Coast, you got a few people that go, but for the most part, it kind of make no sense why, you know what I mean, like why they even have a team out there. You know what I mean?
yes.
College football is different, of
So,
course, but
so
you know what I mean?
yeah. So whoever is the owner of business basketball operations, who's ever that president, um, for them, just all of the leagues, not just NBA, NFL, NBA, MLB, hockey, whatever, for them not to have for for them not to have any professional teams out in Vegas, they are crazy, bro. That's ludicrous.
Yeah. But you see they starting to do it now. Like
Yeah,
every
man. But they should have touched on this, but it's been done 20 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I think NBA definitely need to have a team out there in Vegas now. Now that they see that they're gonna get one,
NFL and
because now that they see that the Raiders is working, you know
NFL
what I mean?
and Major League Baseball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but
They
I
seen
don't
that
think
now they
that
seen the
that
NFL working.
I
They're gonna put one out there.
I don't think the Raiders even should have moved from LA, man. I think it should have been a whole another team. See, the Raiders were already established, so there should have been a whole expansion thing in LA, like it was in Charlotte, like it was in Jacksonville, man. For LA to move out there, to me that was ludicrous. They should have even allowed LA to move out there. They should have built their expansion team, bro, because it's plenty of people who could have became owners, man. Just like this would have been a project for like Jeff Bezos and Shaq and players like that, man.
Well,
Like I don't
they
think
should have put the Chargers or the Rams in Vegas. That's what they should have
I
done.
no man, they already established. I think that expansion team need to be built from the ground up.
But what I'm saying,
I
the reason
wouldn't
why I
put
say
no
the
team.
Chargers or the Rams, because the Chargers and the Rams, they don't like the Chargers don't really they not the Chargers to if you think about the Raiders and you look at the Chargers and the Rams, especially the Chargers, they like the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't they go to game, but they don't really love the Chargers and the Rams like they love the
But see,
Raiders out there.
but just understand this. I got folks I still talk to out there in San Diego. From what I understand, more people used to come to the games when they was in San Diego.
When who are the Chargers?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So once they moved them, when they moved them, when they decided to move them, they should have moved them to Vegas, not to LA. They should have just moved them to Vegas. If that's the case.
Just, just like when the Rams was in St. Louis, they had a heavy attendance, man.
Exactly. That's all they had going on. LA got too much going on. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying?
So I think cities like St. Louis. St. Louis should
E-
have an NFL football team, a basketball team, and they got they already got baseball. You know what I mean?
exactly. Exactly. Because you know what I'm saying? Because they don't have nothing else going on really but sports.
Like
LA
why
got 10 different things going on. That's why Miami can't sell out a stadium. Because Miami got too much going on.
while you playing Icon, Florida is a big enough state to have a team in or like how you got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think there should be a MLB team and a basketball team. Like how you
Who?
got Orlando Magic, it should be an NFL team and a Major League
No, they don't. No, they
baseball
don't.
team.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
They
I'm gonna
got
tell
enough
you
room.
why.
It's
Because
enough room. It's Go ahead.
look at Miami. Miami can't sell out. Miami they struggle to get fans to come, or they show up late, or they don't show at all. Miami, they were saying in college football, Miami Hurricanes got one of the worst fan bases in college football because people don't really get
But
galvanized and get
you
around them like that.
do you understand the political thing that's went on in Miami, man, for the last 20 years, bro?
Yeah, but they ain't got nothing to do
But
with sports.
it got a lot to do with sports too, bro, and the music, bro. So so South Florida, you might was to say that they're not a part of America anymore because if you don't speak Spanish in South Florida, then you can't navigate in South Florida. Like for real, for real. That's how
Hmm.
that's how that's how it has become. Even when I was living down there, man, it seems like Spanish was the first language.
Yeah, where it is. Cause like when I say in Orlando, the Latino community and the Haitian community dominates down there. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like even in the drug scene, the Haitians had one of the biggest drug markets. In Orlando area. They did a whole what's the name that show? American
American
Trap
Gangster,
Queens. Trap Queens.
Queen and American Gangster. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Those trap queens and American gangster people come from Florida and Orlando, Miami, Tampa, all that down there, Fort Lauderdale. They come from a lot of that come from down there. So I get what you're saying, but that's even more of a reason why I'm saying to me they don't need no more professional teams in Florida because they don't support what they already got. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many times Miami had talked about moving the baseball team out of Florida, and they keep getting petitions to keep it there or throwing more money behind it. And but Miami been struggling to keep the Marlins down there for years. You know what I mean? So you put another professional team down there
well,
that they don't want. You know what I'm
the
saying?
first
What is that
the
going to do?
first
You know what I'm saying? Because they really don't want the teams that's down there. But anyway, before we get out of here, let me say this. Village Global Network is one of our partners. We 146 countries, 10 radio stations, She Real Radio, 2 T-Dub Entertainment Radio, D-Boss out in Canada. If you want to book us for any events, hit us up at 910 Sport. I mean, at icone910sports at gmail.com. Any events, or if you want to come on for an interview, subscribe to 910 Sports and Entertainment Network. So before we get out of here, we're going to talk about these college football games right fast. So the first game I got on the agenda at 12 o'clock is Florida State and Clemson. So that's a big game because that's pretty much going to give whoever wins that game the upper hand in the ACC. And now that they don't have divisions in the ACC anymore, they take the top 2 teams in the conference. So basically, whoever wins this game is going to have the upper hand on who probably end up winning or being one of those top 1 or 2 teams. Right
I
now, because you
just
got Florida
I,
State, Clemson, you
I
have
just think
Miami,
Icon,
you have Duke.
I just think
Yo,
Icon that they should have never took out breaking down divisions, the South and the East and stuff like that. I think it was better then. When it had divisions. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just my thinking.
well, I mean, this only the first year they doing it, so we got to see how it's gonna work out because it's their first year not doing divisions. So, and of course, it's because they bringing all these new teams in. So it kind of makes sense because if you got a team from California, you got 3 teams coming from. You got 2 teams coming from California. SMU is in Texas, right? like El Paso or somewhere. So
Yeah.
you got two teams coming from Cali, and you got a
Uh-huh.
team coming from Texas. So it's hard to have divisions if you got teams that you gotta now you're gonna have to fly on the other side of the country to play. So it's hard to have divisions when it's set up like that. So I get why they did it, but I'm with you. I like it made more clarity with divisions, but I get why they
If
did what they did.
if if I did it with anybody, man, I would bring in schools in the ACC like Appalachian State, like Gardner Webb,
Yep.
Furman, Walford, cause they play them schools anyway, non-conference. So why not just bring them in the ACC? And
Yep.
that's
Yep.
and that is Christian school. So this Christian, they get into a predominant conference. I know what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Especially Appalachian State. Appalachian State should have had an opportunity to get into a D1 school. Every year they either beat or compete very, very formidable with a Power Five team. So they should have had an opportunity.
Because
So
this is what
Florida,
people don't know. I come Furman, Walford, Appalachian State, Gardner Webb, Furman, and Walford has always put players in the NBA. They might not go first, second round, but they always going third, fourth, fifth, and sixth round. And it's a ton of them that go for them schools. And these are Division I schools. They just Christian Baptist schools. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
But they right there because you know Walford is in Greenville. And Furman is in Greenville. Presbyterian College is in Clinton. And all these schools are only about an hour and 50 minutes from Clemson, man. So
Mm-hmm.
so it's like it's right here. You ain't gonna have to worry about a lot of traveling money. You ain't gonna have to worry about getting on no plane. Like it's right there, bro. Like so it makes so much sense. And then if you know anything about the church community with schools that was started by the Southern Christian Baptist Association or just the Christian Baptist Association, they have tons of money through the religion grants for the schools. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about millions of dollars, man. And so it makes no sense not to do that, man. See, I
Yeah.
come. People don't want to talk to me, bro, on that board. They don't want to talk to me, brother.
Yeah, because you go take it somewhere else, and that's not why they don't look at it from that standpoint. That's not you cause see you always looking at it from how to help the community, how to help the youth, how to help whatever. They talk that talk, but they ain't really about all that. They about fattening their pockets. It ain't about really trying to help the community. So from
Yeah,
where you coming from and where they coming from are two different things.
yeah,
You know what
like
I'm saying?
like like none of them schools that's coming SMU and California schools, bro, they ain't gonna do nothing for 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 the southern region from the community development standpoint, man. What can they possibly do, bro? They just come over here to play games and go back home and get their money from the companies, take it back home. So, like, why not put somebody that's in that southern region community in somebody who you can build with, somebody who you can do big events with outside of football?
Because that's not the way they look at it. That's not the way they thinking. They're not thinking from that standpoint. So I already know who you got. You know you got Clemson, and where you saying you are you kind of iffy on your team this year on your quarterback. So
Yeah.
I don't even know if you got necessarily Clemson winning the game today.
If Clemson does win the game, man, and depends on how the defense get after their quarterback, and those two receivers and that running back, man. If Clemson does win the game, it'll only be something like 20-17 at the most. If Clemson win, but if they don't win and Florida State get going in the first half and get the momentum, it might be 35-17. I'm
Yeah,
a realist, man. I'm a
well,
realist, man. Like cause Florida State has been off the meat rack, bro. They look like that Bobby Bowden that had Tyler Ward, man. You know what I mean?
well, last week kind of gave a red flag to me when they struggled with Boston College.
Yeah,
So
they
I was like,
did.
ooh, huh?
They defense ain't that good though, Icon.
Yeah,
But
because when I finally looked and I said, oh, this is what Jacob was talking about, that he ain't really impressed by Florida State. And I said, oh. He might be right. You know what I mean? And they struggle against Boston College, so this might be a better game than what I thought. Even when they go against Miami and Carolina, they may struggle. So
But I can't see. This is the thing about Boston College. Boston College play all teams tough, but they can't get over the hump, man. Boston
yeah,
College lose games in the average of 3 points to 6 points all year long, man. It's something. It's in it like either the coaching staff is on the buddy system, because they get good recruits, but I don't think they know how to coach them boys, man.
you know who they
Because
remind me of? They remind me of
what?
Indiana in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
Indiana football, they'll play again. They'll play Ohio State, Michigan tough. I mean, they might go down to the wire every time, but they can't never beat them. But they'll play them tough every year.
that just reminds me how you see running backs and cornerbacks and free safeties that graduate from the University of Connecticut that played football that was top tier, but you don't never hear about them, man, because they can't never beat that Rutgers team, or they can't never beat Syracuse team, and Syracuse good. And the only schools that you hear about in the Big East for football has been Syracuse and Rutgers. Who else you heard
Hmm.
about? Nobody.
Yeah. So good. So basically, I got Florida State winning the game, but I
Uh
got it a close game. But I do got Florida State winning. So the
huh. Okay.
next game we're gonna talk about Ole Miss and Alabama. Do you think this is the year that Ole Miss can get Alabama? We looked at the struggles. Alabama don't even
Uh,
got a quarterback.
well, they said this morning that Ole Miss got a decent quarterback. They got a good running back, and they was like the offensive line know how to block and pull right or left side, so the running back can shoot the gaps, or so the quarterback can take a couple steps over and hit the tight end with that 8-9 yard dump pass, and say that's what they do all through up and down the field, and they don't feel like Alabama linebackers gonna pick up on it because they gonna be so frustrated with the offense, and that's what happened with the defense because they so frustrated with the offense they can't really score no points, and the defense been on the
And
field
they, and they,
too
and they don't have
much.
no starting quarterback. Alabama still don't got a starting
Alabama
quarterback.
defense Alabama defense hasn't Alabama defense has been on the field the most. This year has been the most in the last 10 years that they've been on the field, and the season just started, bro. But they ain't never
Yeah.
been on the field this much.
And they already on their third. They done already on like their third string quarterback. They done played they done play both quarterbacks, and Nick Saban still ain't decided on a quarterback. So they might be in trouble today. So I got
Who's
I
your
got Ole Miss in the upset.
okay. So first they played the black guy. They started him right,
Yeah,
and then they
Milford.
started
I think it's Milfro or something like
yeah
that.
yeah, and then they started the younger white guy that was like a 5-star recruit,
Hmm.
and so this third guy is he a black guy or a white guy?
I don't even know. Well, I don't know if they started him today or not. I ain't even heard who they gonna start today. So
Okay. Yeah, but I know he had troubles, but that's because he is against the transfer portal, bro, and it's hurting him. It's like it's hurting Dabo. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I got Ole Miss in the upset. I really feel it today. I got Ole Miss in the upset.
By
But
what? But like what you give him on the points spread? By 7? By 10? Like what you give him?
nah. I mean, I think Ole Miss will win in a close one. I got I'm gonna say because I think they still both of them gonna score a little bit. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 31-27. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say 31-27. You know what I mean? So or whatever. So yeah, so we got two more games. We got Ohio State, Notre Dame, and we got Colorado, Oregon. So we got Ohio State, Notre Dame, and we got Colorado, Oregon.
I'm gonna say Ohio State by 10.
Ohio State by 10.
The reason why I'm gonna say that, man, because there's nobody in the country who can stop Marvin Harrison Jr. and
Okay.
and all Ohio State has to do, man, is make sure that their defense key in on that tight end from the quarterback to the tight end, because that quarterback from the tight end play, that's when Notre Dame kill people, man. And then just make sure that you understand that Notre Dame has a 3-man rotation backfield, like, and they still run that power eye back where they got the fullback, and they still run the wing T back where they got the fullback, the slot back, and the running back. So, and that's the thing, I come, man. As I look at college coaches and I look at NFL coaches, the NFL coaches try to get away from the traditional way of coaching, but the traditional way of coaching won so many ball games.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of made Pittsburgh good for so long. And either Mike Tomlin got the talent that it used to have. So like Mike Singletary, Richard Dent, Emmitt Smith, people like Gary Clark and Art Monk, and Joe Theismann, some of the Redskins greats, and some of the Eagles greats. Some people that play for the Bills and stuff like that. They feel like the young boys always are hurt because they party and bullshit too much in the off season.
Mm-hmm.
They don't follow a regiment during the off season. You can tell how hard they have to work when they get back to camp, because they gained about 35, 40 pounds in the off season. And so they was like, even though you lose it, but your stamina is not always back yet, and it shows on the football field. And so that's why these players always getting hurt. So what you think of that theory from the Hall of Famers?
I mean, yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with it, but I mean, a lot of those players back in the day partied and did all that too back in the day. So I mean, so at the end of the day, I just feel like I don't know what's going on, why these players get hurt more, and all the other
I
stuff
ain't
that's
gonna.
going on nowadays that you seem like it should be better than what it used to be.
Well,
Because the type of
I ain't
equipment
gonna.
and type of stuff that they got now is kind of like how Rocky, if you remember Rocky 4 and
Yeah.
the Russian dude and Rocky, you know what I'm saying? Like the dude had more stuff going on. It's almost like we seeing what it was back then of saying watching Rocky 4, and Rocky 4 had to use, legitimate stuff to work out with, carrying and logs and running up the hill with the car and all that. Where the other guy was using all this equipment, and then when they got in the ring, you know what I'm saying, his stamina wasn't as strong as Rocky. So maybe these players need to go back to old school way of working out and regiments and stuff like that, because it seems like the new
Well,
stuff ain't working. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
yeah. Even though they partied back in the day, man, but so when you're not making now, a lot of the old school players ain't broke, and they make less money, but they invested money well. So what I'm saying is, I just don't think that it's different between being talented, having raw talent, and can play, but it's different between having raw talent, can play, and having a purpose and a passion to play. And I just don't
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
the passion to play the game is not where it once was.
Yeah, because the money has diluted the game. The money has blinded players. Because once I get that first big bag, you give me 20, 30 million dollars. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a basketball player, they getting endorsement deals, commercials, all kind of stuff. So you give me 20, 30 million dollars. Do you think that unless I love the game, like truly love it, like a Kobe or a LeBron or Michael Jordan or even like a Steph Curry, if I don't really truly love the game and you put 20, 30 million dollars in my pocket, why would I work as hard? That's why you see a James Harden. That's why you see a Kawhi Leonard. I don't think Kawhi Leonard loves basketball. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Because
no, no, no.
I don't think.
It's like Shador, and people say I'm against this, I'm against that the NIL. To a certain extent, I am. There's no way that no college player, they said if he stay another year, that his net worth will be between $10 and $15 million. There's no way that you not have played one down of professional football and you should be worth $10, $15 million, bro. I don't
Yeah,
care what
you're right.
nobody says. There's no way, man. I ain't saying you shouldn't have something. And you're Dion's son, so you don't need 10 million, bro.
I mean, you can't say. Well, I ain't gonna never say them. I don't need 10 million, but at the end of the day,
I
like,
can't. I can't. It's ridiculous, man. It shaped these boys' head and their mindset a different type of way, man. And you're not gonna be able to tell them anything. Every person don't have the gifts of coaching their kids like Dion do. So
but
some
I but
people
I
have to
think with
send their
Shador
kids out.
Sanders was different. I think Shador Sanders loves the game, so I don't think the money is gonna cloud his judgment because I think if it's about the money, I think he would go ahead and go because he know he'll make more eventually in the NFL. So I think he truly loves the game. So I think for him it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these
Well,
other
no,
players,
I'm not saying per se him, but what I'm saying is I don't think no college athlete should be have a net worth of 10 million, bro. While in college,
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're
you
right.
know what I mean?
I agree with you. I agree with you. You shouldn't your net worth shouldn't be more than players that's already playing the NFL net worth or NBA player. Your net worth should be more than their net worth at 21 years old and you ain't even played on the highest level yet. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
like
I get where we, but that's just the times we in, and
just like
that's what.
Angela Reese, like play for LSU. Angela Reese and what's the name? Foj. Um,
Oh yeah, Floja,
so
yeah.
so Angela Reese net worth is probably about $9 million. And FloJ network just off NIL is probably about 2.7 million. But we ain't even talking about the signing bonus that Jay-Z just gave because she's a Rockefeller artist too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so her net worth is probably with that signing bonus because I think Jay-Z gave her like 5.1 million. You know what I mean? So, but people said, why, man, all these other artists out here? I said, man, she a basketball star and she spit clean music. That girl don't never curse in her music ever, man, ever. And bro, she ain't out here with her boobies out and stuff like that, man. You might see her show off her physique because she an athlete. You know what I'm saying? With the sports halter top and stuff like that. Adidas trademark and stuff like that. But she ain't out here talking about what these other girls talking about. And she a sports speaker, man. And so she gonna continue. I think she gonna continue to get endorsements. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah, but
Well,
so but
so
but I think that Oregon and Colorado is gonna be an interesting game. We're gonna really see what kind of tricks Dion gonna pull out his hat because we playing Oregon number 10, so it's not gonna be the same structure that we used to see. And so and then after this week we'll really see how much Warren Sapp had a chance to work with the defensive line and offensive line, bro, because Dion hired him as a head coach, and so all Dion was waiting for him to get his degree, and he got it now. So
yeah.
you know what I mean. So he gonna be the defensive line coach for Colorado.
Okay, that's
So
what's up. That's what's up.
so so with that being said, I'm gonna take Colorado, and I'm gonna say 24-17.
I'm gonna go with Colorado too, because I'm gonna go with Dion until he lose. You know what I mean? Because I got that much
Yeah.
faith in Dion, and I ain't gonna go against Dion until he lose. So I'm gonna say Colorado wins 35-31. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
All
but
right.
anyway, bro,
That's
it's
what's
been
up.
nice. You know what I'm saying? Once again, another great episode. Hope everybody enjoys it. Well, everybody have a great weekend. Get into these college games. Get into the NFL games. You know what I'm saying? And, apologize for our guests that weren't supposed to come on today if anybody was looking forward to seeing them this morning, but hopefully we can reschedule them. But, the ship, the boat, the ship, the train, whatever you want to call it, must go on. So,
Oh yeah.
it is what it is. So, anyway, until next time, it's your boy, Icon E. It's your man, King Jacob. We out of here.
Out. Peace.
I walked in the place, sat by the bar, all the drinks on me, don't go too far, sitting by the bartender, asked her